Whoa, what's jam? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy NewOrleansLil, and this gonna be a review on the Have and the Have Not Season 2, Episode 5 or 6. Child, anyway, let's get into this shit, girl. It's so much shit, child. I'ma try to compile it all into a 15 or 20-minute video, and I'ma try my hardest to do that. So, let's go. So the scene opens up with Jeffrey and Wyatt watching the news or whatever. And Jeffrey turns the news off, and Wyatt like, well, why you turn the news off or whatever? And Jeffrey was like, because, it's not making no sense to watch the news. All it's doing is hurting us or whatever. And Wyatt was like, what you mean us? Jeffrey was like, I'm your friend or whatever. Like, I really love you. I really care about you and stuff or whatever. So Wyatt felt some type of way and shit, child. So then Wyatt started telling him how he's sick to his stomach and shit because he know that he killed this little girl or whatever. And he really sick to his stomach. Like, he can't sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? That has got to be like a fucked up feeling. You know what I'm saying? So, when he told Jeffrey that or whatever, Jeffrey was there for him to comfort him or whatever. But child, Jeffrey was like, it's time for me to go. You know what I'm saying? I can't be around you for too long, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, bitch, I felt Jeffrey on that. If you know you starting to feel some type of way, just exit the building, bitch. That's all you gotta do is exit the building. Now, Wyatt would have been exit for it, because Wyatt did beg that boy to stay. If Jeffrey would have came on to your ass, But see, girl, I'm not even about to get into all that. So, child, then Candace goes to the hospital, and she runs into Hannah. So, bitch, she goes up to Hannah and was like, you didn't even tell me. You didn't even tell me. That is my brother. That is my brother. And then Hannah was like, you didn't want to tell me about your son, so I'm not going to tell you about mine. Then Candace was like, that is my brother. You are such a... Then Hannah got up and said, I dare you to say it. Bitch, I drag you on this floor right here. Girl, Hannah got bucked up in that bitch. I was like, oh, all right, Hannah, bitch, yes. I ain't never seen that side of Hannah before where she just went off on that whole like that. Then Candace was like, you like making me feel like this. You like making me feel miserable. Then Hannah was like, little girl, you got 24 hours to bring me that baby. Oh, bitch, I'm calling the police on your ass and telling them you don't know where your baby is. Bitch, Candace crazy ass was like, you gonna have to call the National Guards, bitch. I'm like, girl, these two really, y'all going at it at a time like this while Benny on life support? Benny is on fucking life support and y'all going at it like this? And after she said, you gonna have to call the National Guards. Hannah mushed her. I don't know if it was supposed to be like a mush or slap or whatever, but child, that shit looks so fake. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. It just looked fake, you know what I'm saying? Tika could have took that fucking lick. She could have took a real lick, All Hannah had to do was just like push her for real, fuck. Then Candace was like, you ain't gotta tell me. And then Hannah was like, you ain't gotta tell me neither. So Candace goes up to the receptionist, and this hoe's still on the phone, bitch. So she snatched the phone out that whole hand, hung it up, and demanded that hoe go get a doctor, bitch. So then the hoe stood up and she was like, what are you doing? Then Candace poked that hoe and was like, bitch, go get a doctor. And that hoe went in the back or whatever. So girl, then the scene changes to Veronica, Jim, Catherine, and David getting back to the Crier's house or whatever after the funeral or whatever. So there's this awkward ass silence, bitch, and Veronica turns it on the ass, bitch. Veronica, like, I don't like that whole Veronica, don't get it twisted, but you cannot get over on that whole Veronica, that's all I'm saying. So Veronica turns it like, so do y'all want to fill me in? Bitch, she looked at David. She looked at Catherine. She looked at Jim. Bitch, all them was quiet. She was like, okay, so why you left my facility? So Jim cut her off and then called Celine in there. So Celine walks up in there. He was like, Celine, that's it for the day. We don't need you no more today or whatever. And Celine was like, okay. So she walks off. Then she turns around and was like, "Do you have that check? I never did get that check from the other day or whatever." He was like, "I'll write it for you in the morning." She was like, "Okay, you do understand that it's been 2 days now, right? Bitch, and if looks could kill, that hoe would be dead, bitch. Cause Catherine was giving that hoe a nasty old look. Like she wanted to jump up and beat the piss out of Celine, bitch. And I just was waiting for her to do it, child, but she ain't do it. Jim was like, "I'll write it tomorrow." And she left or whatever. That hoe tried to leave out the back door. Jim was like, leave out the front door. That hoe was like, "Oh, my purse was in the bag." Jim was like, "Your purse is on the front seat of your car." That whole Veronica said, I mean, not Veronica. That whole Celine said, "You know me so well." Bitch, Veronica like, "Catherine, your maid's too familiar around here, baby. You need to fire that hoe." So, bitch, once Celine walk out the door, bitch, Veronica runs down everything that happened, bitch. Play by play, okay? Play by play, bitch. Girl, that whole Veronica is not to be played with, girl. She was like, "Is that about right? Does that about sums it up?" They was like, "Yeah." So she was like, "Why didn't y'all tell me?" So she looking around, ain't nobody say nothing. She said, "Jim." Jim was like, "I thought David was gonna tell you." Bitch threw David clean under the bus right quick. I'm like, oh. So then she looks at David. David was like, "We was handling it, and I didn't want to put you in it." That hoe said, "Put me in it? Put me in it? I'm already in it." She was like, "Well, where's the call?" They was like, "We can't find the call." She was like, "Oh my goodness. Oh my God." So David was like, "I tried to track the call, but I couldn't, the call's in your name and I couldn't get the information or whatever." She was like, "Is that what you was looking for the other day?" He was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Why didn't you just say something?" So then David told Veronica to call it and track it. She was like, "It don't work like that. You need a police report to do that." And Jim was like, "I'm a judge. I know how this shit go." She was acting all nonchalant about the situation, so all them called her out on it. And she was like, "Why y'all acting like I'm sitting here not wanting to help or whatever?" And it was like, "Cause bitch, that's what it's seeming like. Bitch, like you don't want fucking help." So she was like, "Okay, well, where can I make the call?" So she goes upstairs and makes the call, child. So she calls it in, they tell her where it's at and everything. She writes the address down, and then she cancels it or whatever. She cancels the tracking feature on the car or whatever. So she was like, the lady had told her she could do it online, but I guess the lady was like, "Oh, well, do you want to cancel it now?" And she was like, "Yeah, cancel it." So, she got the information to what her car was, girl. So, child, next thing you know, Jeffrey walks in. And Catherine tries to pick Jeffrey to see if Jeffrey know what's going on or whatever, bitch. To see what all he gonna say. Bitch, why Jeffrey didn't say not a word, bitch? Jeffrey was not gonna rat on his trade, bitch. That is his boy, and he is going to protect him. Pow, bitch. Jeffrey was sticking up for his trade, bitch. Taking up for him, bitch. He was not about to let his trade go under, bitch. And Veronica was like, "Well, you really would do anything for him. Have you ever heard of accessory, Jeffrey? Do you know you can go to jail for that?" Jeffrey still sticking to the story, bitch. I don't know nothing. So then Veronica throws Jeffrey plenty shade, bitch. Then next thing you know, she was like, "You gonna meet me for lunch Thursday at noon." And he was like, "Okay." And she was like, "Okay." I didn't see what was wrong with okay. He was like, "Okay." But, well, bitch, what you wanted the boy to say? So he was like, "Okay." And she was like, "Okay." And he was like, "You heard what I said?" Wow. Bitch, Miss Jeffrey not having it with that hoe no more, bitch. Okay? And see, you'll make a child rebel against you like that because that's really how a child is, and they trying to express that and show that to you, bitch, and you cutting up on the children, bitch. So yeah, they gonna rebel against your ass. Crazy child. So when Jeffrey left or whatever, Catherine was like, "What's going on with y'all?" Then Veronica gonna say, child, I'm teaching him the joys of manhood. Stop it. That whole Veronica will not just come to terms with saying that her son is gay. Bitch, I don't understand. So then Catherine was like, well, did they find a car? Bitch, why Veronica turned it and said no? So, child, I don't know what that tea was about. Bitch, what you gonna write on why you not? Because your son gay? Like, what happened right there? What's going on? If y'all know, if I missed something, leave it in the comments, love. So now the scene changes to Candace and this nurse still fussing. So the nurse called security, bitch. Candace was like, wait, what's the doctor's name? And where's the doctor located? The nurse dumbass pointed, bitch. Candace just walked right past security, bitch. If that would have been at Charity, bitch, security would have at least tried to scare the girl away, bitch. I didn't understand that. That shit was just so not real, bitch. That security would just let her fucking walk back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of dropped the ball right there. No offense, Tyler. I still would love to be cast with you one day. Throw that out there. So, bitch, she finds the doctor or whatever, so she busts in the fucking surgery room, bitch. So then she busts in there or whatever, and she like, which one of y'all is Dr. Handle? He like, you cannot be in here. You cannot be back here. Which one of y'all is Dr. Handle? Ma'am, you cannot be in here. Look, who is Dr. Handle? It's me, ma'am. I'm here to check on my brother. What's the patient's name, ma'am? Benny Young. Okay, ma'am. Candace said, bitch, I'm gonna give you 3 fucking minutes. You got 3 minutes to meet me out here so we could discuss this shit. Bitch, and next thing you know, he came out there and she was like, how is it? How is it looking? Bitch, the doctor was like, not good, girl. I just could have started crying on that part. I was playing when I started crying on the last Have and Have Nots, but I was kind of serious on the slick because I really don't fucking want him to die off the show. You know what I'm saying? I done got used to him from the first season. I'm just not ready for Benny to leave yet, child. See, it make my nerves bad even talking about it. So, child, when her and Hannah go back there to see Benny or whatever, Benny looking bad and shit, you know what I'm saying? And she looking at Benny or whatever, and she like, what's wrong, man? What happened? Or whatever. And she like, Benny is on life support, Candace. And they want me to take him off life support. They need this bed. Candace like, you can't do that. She like, girl, hush. I ain't doing that. And she just go to thinking, she like, we need to move him to a private hospital. Hannah like, don't you think I want to do that? You know I don't have no fucking money to move him to no private hospital. She was like, I'll help. Hannah was like, I'm not with that evil money. No, you will not help me with that conniving ass money. No, ma'am. So then, bitch, after getting that news, Candace looked at him for a little while, and Candace just was like, I cannot deal with this shit. I just can't deal with it. And walked off, bitch. I was so surprised when Candace walked off. I thought that she would be by his side the most right now. I know it'll be a lot to take in, but I didn't think that whole lead a hospital and that whole kited, bitch. Then Hannah started talking to him or whatever and started crying over him and just was like, Benny, come back. Benny, come back. Girl, then she just broke down, child. Oh, I don't like to see no female cry. I don't like to see nobody cry, really. You know what I'm saying? Then she just started crying, girl. Was giving me nasty old tears, bitch. And it was coming up into a puddle right about here, bitch. Now, this whole Amanda inside doing ballet, child. And she like, Jeffrey walks in there. She like, fuck, I can't even do my ballet in peace. You know what I'm saying, bitch? When is you moving out of here? What is going on? So Jeffrey was like, okay. Me and my mama got into it. She was like, well, what happened? Are you gay? Jeffrey was like, yeah. And Jeffrey, I was so proud of you right there, queen. It didn't seem like you was ashamed to say that you was part of the LGBT community. You heard me? It's like you finally came to terms with being who you are. And it, like, I know that shit felt good. That should be a relief, y'all. I'm telling you, child. So then the scene changes to Jim talking to a private investigator, telling him to watch Hannah and watch her every move, child. Like, then he tells the private eye that she should be at the hospital, bitch. What is really going on? Why do you want... He trying to find out what Hannah knows, you know what I'm saying? But still, why do you have them following her, bitch? How you gonna find out what she know by him following her? But the man turned it though, bitch. The man turned it. Yeah, he told a private investigator that she should be visiting her son, Benny Young, at the hospital and watch her every move and get all the information. I just want information, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Jim is really fucking crazy, bitch. This man has really fucking lost his mind, child. After he got off the phone with the investigator, Catherine was like, I need to go see Hannah. That's her son. Jim was like, we have to act like nothing has happened. He was like, Jim, she knows. Like, we have to go, like, I have to go talk to her. Like, that's my friend. Because you know, Hannah was there for her the first season when she had her breast cancer surgery and all that. Like, she really formed the bond with Hannah, you know what I'm saying? And she really felt bad about this whole situation. Jim don't give a fuck, dude, with Hannah. Jim ain't got no bond with Hannah. And when Catherine said, that's her son, Jim was like, and why it is our son, bitch? And then Catherine just broke down, child. So then David walks in with the lady who helping Jim or whatever. So she was like, I think it's time for you two guys to retire from the bench and we're gonna announce next week or whatever. So then, bitch, Candace storms in there demanding to talk to Jim, bitch. And she like, the white lady was like, hey, Candace looked like, I really need your help. I really need to talk to you like now. I need to talk to you now. So then David and the lady excuse themselves or whatever. So then she tells Jim what's going on with Benny. And she know, and so, you know, now Jim knows that Benny is her brother. Well, Jim Ben knew because she knew Jim had to put it all together because Jim know that Hannah is her mama and Jim know that Benny is Hannah's son. So Benny had to know, so Jim had to know that Candace and Benny was brother and sister. He just had to put it together. So she was like, I need you to help me. I need you to put him in a private hospital. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't have this kind of money. She was like, I give you your keys to your car back, and I got 30,000 out of the 100,000 that you gave me, and I will give it back to you. Just please help my brother. Candace like really showed her vulnerable side, bitch. And Jim was like, no, 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 bitch, I'm not helping you. The little whore who came into my house, terrorized my house, did all this shit to me, and now this little whore is in my office asking me for a favor. Then Candace smacked that ass. Child, it was a good ass episode, child. So Candace smacks him, bitch. They get into it. And I think he gave her the keys and the money back, and bitch, she punched it. But before she punched it, bitch, she said, that is the worst decision that you have ever made. And the girl said that she was gonna leave Amanda alone and everything, bitch. You probably should have took her up on that offer, Jim, child. So she could stop fucking with Amanda, girl. She not really fucking with Amanda, but you know she kind of got that influence over Amanda. So then, child, the scene changes to the nurse putting Hannah out the hospital, girl. So as Hannah leaving the hospital, bitch, the private investigator comes up to her and says, I want to talk to you about your son's case. And she was like, my son's case? Like, what case? And she was like, the private eye was like, yeah, he got a case now. And I'm trying to find out what all you know. So then Hannah was looking around. She was quiet. She thought about it. And she was like, I might know who did this. Well, you guys, that's what happened on this episode of The Have and the Have-Nots. Bitch, if y'all not watching The Have and the Have-Nots, y'all have got to get into it, you heard me? Make sure y'all subscribe up top. Leave a comment down below. And thumbs up to let me know that you fucking with your boy, you heard me? But first, Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, got Lil in the middle, want the hoes to subscribe and comment just a little. Hey, hey, diddle, diddle, got Lil in the middle, want the hoes to subscribe and comment just a little. Now leave your fucking comment, work your fucking comment, write your fucking comment, mix your fucking comment. Now leave your fucking comment, work your fucking comment, write your fucking comment, mix your fucking comment, leave your comment, work your comment, write your comment, mix your comment, leave your comment, work your comment, write your comment, mix your comment, leave your comment, work your comment, write your comment, mix your comment, mix mama, mix mama, mix mama, mix mama, mix mama, mix mama, mix. Peace. It's your boy, NewOrleansLil. Thank y'all for fucking with your boy. Tell a friend to bring a friend. Oh yeah, if you or someone you know do good videos, put the name down in the comments. That's a wrap.